I am the living legend of hair loss, the true alpha male. Let's talk about me. Let's do a character study of me. Let's evaluate this situation, which you're interested in, because ultimately, the more you learn about me, the more you learn about you. Let's face it, that's how people find my videos. Typing in receding hairline, hairstyle, they find me. It's not about me, it's actually about you. I'm here to help you feed your obsession. Let's check out, so I have a resident barber named Maxwell Smart who watches my videos. He's always there for me. He's been there for me pretty much the whole time I've been doing these videos. I made a video called Final Zero Guard Sides Haircut for 2019. Receding hairline, Norwood 2.5. So I made the video right after I got the haircut, I guess yesterday or so, and I said, what's the analysis as a haircut? Now keep in mind, the whole concept is I'm planning on growing my hair out to have a flat top in 2020, which is for me in real time, just a few days away. And so this is a transition for me, this hairstyle. It's not like this is meant to be a standalone situation. There we go. So I made the video saying, okay, assess it now. So, you know, as far as someone's opinion who really matters, Maxwell Smart, here we go. Here's what he said, quote, your zero guard seems to cut shorter, because, you know, when I was doing it myself, he's saying that mine was shorter than this, which I definitely agree. By the way, I agree with everything he says in this comment. He says, is this a 0.5 instead? I think you may have been taken. The cut on the sides looks uneven. The mirror side looks shorter and higher than the other side, which, by the way, the mirror side, based on how I was in that video, the mirror side would have been this side. So this side looks shorter and higher than the other side. Let me guess a different barber. Unfortunately, the cut doesn't resemble the accuracy of the last cut you had. This is what hurts. Low-cost haircutters giving low-cost haircuts, and they're too lazy to check their own work by using the mirror. You paid good money for it too. It looks like you almost cut it yourself. Sorry for the bad review, end quote. And, you know, all I can say is thank you. This is what I asked for. I wanted a professional analysis of this haircut, this transitional haircut. And I agree with everything he said. You know, I think what might have made it different is if I would have told the girl, if I would have said, I want a crew cut. Because that's what I said last time. It was a different person there. But I said, if I would have said crew cut, then, because, you know, when you look at the back, it actually comes down here. So the zero, in theory, doesn't start until just kind of down here. So really what we're seeing more of is like a 1 or 2 fade here. And as far as the unevenness, take a look at that. So the way I look at it, though, ultimately, is I'm okay with it, because I feel in a transitional hairstyle anyway, it's not going to really look like I really want it to look anyway. It's not a real haircut for me until I get to that point. So, like, ultimately, the way I look at it is, all is not lost, because the mistake is that she left ultimately more hair than I wanted. I should have said crew cut, where it would have been brought up higher and not come down all the way down here. It would have really meshed better. This is like really just accentuates the awkwardness of it. Like the way she did this back here, that's fine if my hair was longer, but because it's shorter, it just doesn't really work. But as far as, I don't feel that she cut too much off to work to make the flat top work here in a couple months. That's the way I perceive it, at least. And the good news is I don't know that I really paid good money. I think it's like $14, and then I tipped $3, so it's like $17, which, you know, if I'm only doing that every 5 weeks, to me that's not a big deal. That's fine. So there you go. I do agree that my last haircut before this was better, even though this part was shorter. And it could just be too that, like I said, this is long, it's longer, but you can't do anything with it. I mean, I could run my fingers through like that, but with hair product, it's not gonna really do anything. So this is just, for me, a hat season. I'm gonna be wearing a lot of hats. And just not worrying about it. That's fine. So last looking at the comment here. So yeah, that sounds about right. So here I am to say, yeah, I agree with Max. You know, this is the haircut that everyone else is going to have to be looking at in real life and on my videos. So get ready for that. And then by the time my sideburns grow out thick, I'll be getting the next haircut. So your comments belong right here.